Good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful day here, and I am excited to talk to you about Jamberry lacquers. I'm going to give everybody a few seconds to pop on, and we're going to get going, all right? Let y'all find us. All right, hopefully you guys will be popping on soon. I know there's work day. There we go. We got some people popping on. All right, well, we're going to get started. My name is Maria Pope, and I am a team manager with Jamberry, and we are talking about Jamberry's amazing lacquers today. I am super excited to get to talk to you about these products because I think they're some of the most undersold and most valuable products Jamberry has. Let's start by talking about what is a lacquer and what makes it different from a polish and a gel. All right, so first of all, a lacquer is a very thick, quick drying paint, okay? It is very durable and it is chip resistant. Okay, this is different than a gel because a gel is more like a permanent manicure, right? When you use a gel, you're using a curing lamp. Jamberry has the LED one that we're going to learn more about. But you're going to use a curing lamp and it's going to be more of a permanent manicure. With lacquers, you get to use them. They're chip resistant. They're going to last a while. But they do chip, right? Like, let's be realistic about this. They're still a paint. They're going to chip. But anyways, they are extra thick, and they actually add a strengthening layer to your nail. Nail salons love and prefer lacquers over polishes because of that, okay? That gives you the chip resistant. Now, what makes Jamberry's extra special and different? Anyone know? It's the 8 free, right? Exactly, it's the 8 free. That is huge, especially in this day and age where we are so conscious about what is going on to our skin, what we're ingesting into our body, and what kind of toxins are surrounding us in our environment. We want to eliminate as many as possible, and that's exactly what Jamberry has done with our 8 free nail lacquers. All right, let's talk about those 8 chemicals because I think those chemicals are really important to know a little bit about. The 3 biggies are called our toxic trio, and that toxic trio is DBP, it is formaldehyde, and it is toluene. Those 3 chemicals are all the rage because they are known cancer-causing agents. Formaldehyde is actually linked directly to leukemia. They lead to infertility and hormonal imbalances. Now, y'all, I don't know about you, but I don't need any more hormonal imbalances in my life. Once a month is fine, and my husband agrees, right? Okay, this is a big deal. It has even been proved that some of those chemicals will cause damage to the unborn fetus. That's huge, especially knowing that the majority of nail polish, lacquer, and nail art people are in their childbearing ages. This is really important and why 8 free is super cool and important for you to advertise, okay? All right, so why did Jamberry choose to remove all these chemicals, more than just the 3? Because the other 5 are known to be irritants and carcinogenic as well. So instead of stopping at 3, they just kept going. All right, so let's talk about how Jamberry nails lacquers compare to others. Jamberry nail lacquers, I reviewed a bunch of different products, okay? At the $15 price point, Jamberry is at the low to medium end of price points for lacquers. If you were to look at 3 free formulas, you're going to be looking at anything from Wet n Wild for $4 all the way to Chanel, actually 5 free, all the way up to Chanel at $28 a bottle. Well, we know that Jamberry in blind studies held up just as well as those $28 bottles. That's pretty exciting, okay? Now, somebody asked me earlier, Maria, how does it compare to Zoya? It's $10 a bottle and it's 8 free. You know what? Here's the deal. If the 5 free volumes, 5 free brands, you can compare Wet n Wild to Chanel. They're both 5 free, right? Isn't Wet n Wild the same as Chanel? There's no way, is there? Okay? There's no way. Same thing with when you compare Jamberry to other brands. The formula might seem similar. They might be missing the same chemicals, but Jamberry's, when applied correctly, is far so superior. Someone actually just commented on here that they have some Zoya and it does not stay. If you look at the reviews of it, it does not stay, and it also is really, really strong smelling. Jamberry's removed camphor from ours. That's that chemical when you walk into nail salons and you get super dizzy, that's camphor. It's been removed from our product. That's a big deal, guys. Okay, so tout the fact that this is an 8 free product, that you are staying away from cancers, infertility, and hormonal imbalances. Huge. So now let me show you how to use this product correctly. One thing, since those chemicals have been removed, you need to make sure you take a few extra steps to apply this product correctly. The reason why formaldehyde, toluene, DBP are in nail polishes is because they provide plasticity and they also provide bendability. With this product, since it doesn't have that, it's going to flake off or chip if you don't prep your nails correctly. So the very first thing you need to do is make sure that you prep your nails just like you would for nail wraps. You're going to go ahead, you're going to push back your cuticles, you're going to clean your nails with the Jamberry nail prep, or some rubbing alcohol works fine too. And then you need to get one of Jamberry's base coats. We have two. We have the strengthening base coat, and we also have oh my goodness, brain fart. Strengthening base coat, and we also have the smoothing base coat. Now, which one do you need? There's a difference. The strengthening base coat, if your nails are flat, you have no ridges, you have no issues with them whatsoever, no damage because you've never picked off your nail wraps, right? Oh goodness. Then that strengthening base coat might be fine for you. However, my default is always to recommend the smoothing base coat because most people have at least a few ridges in their nails. And that smoothing base coat is going to go on and it's going to kind of fill those ridges so you have a smoother surface to paint upon. Now, since we are painting, here's something you need to think about. The last time you painted your house, okay? You painted your house and you're like, oh, we spent all this money. Did you just go and slap paint on the wall or did you prime it first? You primed it, right? That's exactly what a base coat does. It primes your nail so that the paint or the lacquer has a surface for it to stick upon. All right, so think about that. You're going to use that base coat, and then you're going to do 2 coats of your color. Very important. You want to paint your tips first, okay? So cap your tips, and then you're going to paint the nail. Really thin coats, okay? I like to do 2 coats. I paint it the first time, let it dry for about 2 minutes, and then I do it again, all right? You're not done here. The next step and final step is you need a top coat. Why do you need a top coat? The top coat is kind of like that preservation layer, and Jamberry actually has 7 of them. Everything from a quick dry to sparkle, and let me tell you, those sparkles, those are no joke. Those things don't come off. They are awesome. If you want sparkle, get yourself some sparkle. Like this stuff here, it's good. All right, and then we also have the matte top coat. That works great too. Which one do you choose? It's up to you. Now the question is, how do you market these to your customers? How do you get them to buy it? Well, you know how you can make your own color suite and you get to pick any 4. I tell my customers that you're gonna pick, it's our beginner lacquer kit, okay? You're gonna pick 1 base coat, which I help them, and I normally recommend the smoothing base coat, 1 top coat, and then you get to choose 2 colors in the center, okay? This is a great deal. They get to save 10%, and you know right then and there that they're going to have exactly what they need to make these bad boys last as long as possible. Now, do they chip? Yeah, of course they chip, guys. They're paint, okay? Think about it. We painted the inside of our house, and my kids rode their tricycle right into that bullnose corner. Did it chip? It did. You know, much to my dismay, it chipped. Okay, if you're rough on your nails, if you bump into things, they're going to chip. Are they going to chip after a couple days? Maybe, quite possibly. But do you know how you preserve that? Every day or every other day, add another coat of top coat. Keep preserving that layer, okay? This is a really easy thing to do. The top coats are quick drying. I like to keep one in my car. So then when I'm driving, before I drive, I can go ahead and just paint a quick top coat, take off. By the time I get there, it's dry. All right? All right. Next thing I want to talk about, let me see really fast. Okay. Let's talk about if you want your nail lacquers to last for a crazy long time. I like to sell these to my customers, my lacquer lovers who just want lacquers. So when I do that, I promote my beginner bundle, right? But if I have people who are gel lovers, the absolute best thing you can do is do a clear layer of your gel base coat, cure it, a clear layer of your top coat, cure it, and then go ahead and paint your nails. 1 coat, that's all it takes. Now, why does this work so much better? Remember how I talked about your nails having ridges? Well, if you create a new surface for your nail, that gel's creating that new surface, it will be perfectly smooth. It will create that plasticity that the formaldehyde created in the toxic products. And of course, we don't have that and don't want to have that. But it creates that smooth layer, which you can then apply your product on top of, and it will last for much longer, all right? So those are pretty much the two biggest things that you can do. Use a smoothing base coat, 2 coats, making sure you cap your tips, and using a top coat, doesn't necessarily have to be sparkle, every day or every second day to preserve the length of it. If you are a gel user, go ahead and use the base coat and the top coat of your gel. Create a clean, fresh, flat surface for your nail lacquer to go upon, and then paint on top of it. All right, let me see. Oh, the other thing people wanted to know was about this magic in a bottle. Okay, Lauren talked about the nail wrap and lacquer remover being magic in a bottle. This right here, as a mom of a 3-year-old who's full of more spice and sugar, this is magic, okay? This has saved her from dying, guys, seriously. Okay, so let me tell you about this stuff. When this came out about a year ago, I wasn't so sure if it was going to work. I painted my daughter's nails, and I knew, since she chose bright red, she was going to run and drag her nails across the couch. And I was like, okay, we're going to paint them, we're going to blow on them, and then I'm going to try this stuff. It's probably not going to work, but I'm going to try it. And I did. I sprayed it. And when you spray it, you want to make sure you don't use a lot. It's literally a spritz, 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 and you're done. If you use too much, it's going to create a film on your nail, and it's going to actually look kind of white. So I don't recommend that. But a real quick, light spritz. And we waited about 2 minutes. And you know what she did? She got up, and sure enough, she ran her hands across that couch. And you know what happened? She's still alive. My couch looks great. Okay, this stuff is liquid gold. It's amazing. Use a very little amount of it. Let your nails dry for about a minute or 2 before you apply it. Spritz it quick, quick. And then 2 minutes to dry again, and you're out. It will be hard set. Now, if you go and slam your hand against a wall, you might get a little bit of scuffing or a little bit of a smudge, but nothing like if you were to go with a fresh coat of nail polish, okay? So that's a quick dry spray. I highly recommend you get this. Promote this with your Jamberry juniors. What a great bundle. Someone goes and gets a basic bundle, adds on those 4 sheets of juniors, and you know they have nail polish at home. It works with all different brands of nail polishes. Even the cheap stuff you buy at Walmart that you don't want people buying because it's not good for them, okay? It works amazingly with our lacquers. So that's my talk to you today about lacquers and quick dry spray. I highly encourage you to promote that basic bundle with the base coat, 2 color coats, and a top coated choice so they get that 10% discount. Encourage them to add on that quick dry spray, and you are going to have some very happy customers. Lastly though, please make sure you set realistic expectations. Our product is chip resistant. It is not chip free. It's a paint. Your house chips too when it's painted. So make sure you set yourself up with realistic expectations so you can have happy customers who will be return customers, and they will be loyal to you. I hope you guys have an awesome day and can't wait to see what you decide to do with your lacquers next.